Ah, there we go. Hey there. Hopefully you can hear me. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Good evening, wherever you are in the world. So this is all the stuff that we'll be doing today. This is the box that we started last week, and we did not finish. We only did a few of the packages that came in there, because they all came like individually wrapped. And this is the next box, if we can go through this one. We'll tear into that today. And this is one of the demo decks from Gen Con. So I've got a couple of extras. I'll be giving that out at some point today. And this is one of the last, I got 6 packs, I think, from Sunday at Gen Con, and I did not get a chance to open them, so I'll be opening them on stream. I figured I'd be doing one per stream, and so this is stream number 2. So this is going to be the second pack I have of that. And then I've got more Gen Con promos, so we'll be giving some of those away as well today. Let's get this out of the way. And then these are all the Warlords that I have available. As you can see, there is only one of each, so yeah, these are all available for people during the giveaways, which we'll be running today. Shuffle those up a little bit. I don't know how many there are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 29. Alright, so when people win a giveaway, they'll choose a number between 1 and 29, and they get that Warlord. So this is the box. Yeah, that's what we have to go through today at least. Yeah, so it was relatively organized, so it shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, so I don't know. It seems like they're older cards from basically the AEG time of Warlord. So I'm gonna pull that off to the side. We'll leave those here so they don't get mixed up. I guess I can leave these on camera somewhere. Do they fit here? Yeah, we can do that. And we'll do that. This is actually from Gen Con 2022, which I was fortunate enough to go to as well. So that was pretty cool. I won this one from top 8. I was going to say top 8, top 4. Playing, I want to make sure I don't hit that by accident. Playing in the Cube. That was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. It was a great taste into what is to come with Draft, which is awesome. So yeah, so what are we doing here? I haven't done this in a little while, so we will do the actions on this side. So we go about here, items, clerics. See, we got steeds, those are good. Yeah, so like I said, I figured that people would enjoy watching the process. This is me breaking down orders that I've gotten over the years. This is kind of how, yeah, I sort through cards. You never really know what shows up. People have different sorting methods. Sometimes it's organized, sometimes it's not organized. Yeah, there are definitely some that I hate more than others. In a kind way, obviously. It's definitely better to have cards than to not have cards, so I don't mind. I enjoy it. These are movements. I'll be separating those out over here. Tier cards. And as we get more people into the chat, hopefully we can start running some giveaways for people. Free Kingdoms. I wonder if there's a way to change that. Change the bit rate is. Nope. Well, it is a quiet Friday morning for me. My schedules are always all kinds of wonky. So, I just got up. So, having my morning coffee, thanks to having another Warlord mug. These are incredibly difficult to find. And yeah, just sorting cards here. So, elves, I guess you'll go here. So far, nothing too crazy. How's everyone doing? Let me know if you're in the viewing. Say hi in the chat. Oh boy. So, fighter. Yeah, that's the right part. That goes there. Cleric, classless. That's a good card. So that's the problem when you're sorting, is to try and filter out some of the better cards as you go, and especially when they're not organized like that. That's when somebody just opens a bunch of packs and then never gets around to sorting the cards they got in the bulk. Fighter. No. He is a tier card, I think. Let's see. Yeah, these are definitely from different sets. Hello, hello. How you doing? Welcome. Let's see. Wizards. Rose. This is a key card. Let's see. Another key card there. Oh, yeah. Ancient Beasts. This is a mercenary card because it's only good for monsters, and those are basically only mercenaries. That goes there. think that's a key card. I don't remember. Oh. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yay, steeds. Always need more steeds. Go there. Key cards. I think, yeah, I'll put that there. That's what it was. That goes there. I think that was like that. Yep, those are key cards. Here, clerics. Hello, hello, welcome. Key card here. Wonder who's going to hate my sorting system. Let's see, movement and Devernians. Here and here. Still got a lot to go through. Haven't found any rares yet, so I don't know where they're hiding, but hopefully they come up. That's a key card. Who doesn't love a ballistic crew? Let's see. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing this Friday evening? That is a key card. Used to love that of Duchess Berman. It was amazing sending your level 5 guys, level 5 warlords back then to the front rank, stunning them up and then readying them. Used to love the old loyalty penalty. She would come into play 3rd rank. That was really good. That goes there. That is not a rare, it's just a common. Hello, hello everybody. Definitely one of the more interesting ways I have found somebody shipping something. They don't usually ship them in tiny bags like that. Nice. Grabbed Ballista. Crazy in there. Another Magellan. Shame that it wasn't sorted into factions by bag. That would be nice. That is one of the key cards, I think. Let's see. Cleric, classless, fighter. Pike, bracers was a good. Movement. That's a key card. Well, lightning is great as well. Hello, hello. Leveled. Another key card here. Sacrifice, it's a key card. Throw. Get the end, that's definitely a good card. I mean, some people hate it. It's a love-hate relationship, I think. Classless and cleric. Alright. Hi there, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing this Friday evening? Haven't found rares yet. Banish the Wound, that's a key card. Let's go here. Alright, let's see, what else? Well, it's going to be a nice, easy evening sorting cards, that's for sure. Been a while since I've had to get through these. I have no idea when this is from, but yeah. Got so many packages backed up. It's about time I start opening them up. Classless. These are by set? No. Fighter. Some movement. Hey there, hey there. How you doing? Guess you can't see the fighter items at the top there. Gotta bring that down a little. Items and actions. Fix the piles a bit. These tend to get really out of hand when there's big collections. Wonder if that's better. There we go. And move that out of the way there. Alright, so Ansel's Prism Cloak. I always forget what that does. It's per turn after a character performs a melee strike targeting this character. Stun the attacker. Any additional strikes from this attack are lost. That feels a lot stronger than it should be. We'll put those there. Ooh, no, that's not better. I guess you'll have to move it to the left. Move that over this way then. And move that up a bit. There we go. Mo better. Helm of Death. Those are pretty hard to find. Yeah, this seems to be a playset of whatever that set was. Cult to Arms. Or at least an attempt. the same name that I've never actually seen before. Negrathuk. Trebuchet. That's great. Massive Charger. Kaltons is an awesome set. Hello, hello. How you doing? Good evening. Good morning. Yes, those are great trade routes. I think that's an interesting card. I don't know if I'm supposed to separate that, but I will. And that is an awesome card. Phantasm. Nice. Ooh, spicy cards here. Falvo. Amazing card. Leap of the Clouds. Movement. So that goes here. Still no rares yet. Goes there. Infiltration. As the system declares the target of a melee strike. If the assassin succeeds with a stealth check, you may retarget the strike to a character lying behind the current target. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Empowered Spell. Sniper Shot, those are great. Amnesia, not so good. Ooh, that's a very hard to find card. It's almost impossible to find. We're almost done with the top layer of cards. Dusty. Nice. It's a great card. Favorite Lukat Ambush. There we go. That is Nothrog. That is Freak. That is Mercenary. Hello, hello. How you doing? Blood Oath. That goes there. Back Alley Tavern. That's amazing. Mirror Magic. Yeah, that should be there as well. I think Twist of Fate. Great cards. Andover. Assault. There's an elf. That is a dwarf card. And that is a Devranian card. Rogue, Wizard, and Cleric. Dry Shield. That is a key card, I think. Yeah. That is a wizard card. You can't play it if you don't have wizards. Staff of Secrets. That is a Nothrog card. Key card there. Hello, hello, how are you doing? Freaks. Ooh, Akvok. That's a key card. Who doesn't love an Akvok in a deck? Nothrog. Yeah, this set, Siege, was notorious for being off-center. Super poorly cut. Cassius. That should be better. Ooh, Archer Tower. That's amazing. Some Abyssals. And Elf. There we go. Alright, so that is the last package there from the top of that box. So, halfway through box one. Well, Friday evening's not a great, Dusty, not a great night to stream apparently. But we'll have to test it out. Keep going. Oh, I have those still. Whoops. Finish those off first. Yes, that's great. That's great. Ooh, amazing movement. Oh, some great cards here. I think, yeah, I have that up there. That's really good, being able to search for an item. Eye stalks. So those I separate. Let's see, what else do we have? Still no rares again. I feel like that should be better. Target character with a curse item equipped. Stun or inflict only one on the target character. There's going to be a lot more cursed items with the new sets. And search your deck for an item with the cursed trait. Yeah, that's going to be really good in the new sets. I think that's really good pit fight as well. Merciless Ride. That's amazing in Paladin decks. Let's see. Wizard. That is a key card. Cratchlings. It's a shame they didn't do more of these. Hello, hello. Ooh, Children and Temple, those are great. Can beat Recursion. At least not easily. Alright, Elves. Redeemer, that is strong. Hester, that is hasty. That's great. Mark, Grunting, that is a key card. So, Wizard, Cleric. This is Betrayal. That should be it. There's, yeah, ooh, these are great cards. Those are all from Betrayal. Nice. The Iron Duke. That should at least be a key card, I think. Kingdoms. Wind at Your Back Shaman. That is very hard to find. There's just no Shaman cards in the AEG and 4th edition versions of Warlord. Apparently they'll be bringing them back now. In 5th edition. That goes there. This is definitely a key card. Mystic Visions. That's also really hard to find. Again, Shaman card. Improved Invisibility. That's a great card. Sphere of Silence. No. Rogue. Resuscitation. I feel like that's a good card too. Cerebral. That's a great card. Regen. That's annoying as hell. I played against that finally. That's important in Lord Winter at Gen Con, and that was a nightmare to play against. With my chosen deck, at Subaratu. This is very, very hard to do anything. Especially, yeah, because everything is draw. I think I did end up winning one of the games, but it was painful to win. Those are key cards. And, ooh, Dragon Sword, that's great. Spring Up is good too. Might of Faith, yeah, it's a key card. Mental Block. Greaves, great card. Nothing Dagger is an amazing card. I guess we can put that in Steeds. I don't know. I don't remember if I have that in Steeds. I don't think so. We'll leave that there then. Alright, now we're done. So, starting off, the first package of the bottom level of that first box. Hello, hello. Nice. Things start falling now. These are strangely warped. Spring Up is a good card. Hello, hello. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Some key cards there. That's a really good card. Maybe in any warlord starting formation, regardless of faction. Once per turn, inflict a wound on a stunned character who falls forward. Yeah, right there. It's a combo. Yeah, so Cerebral, he's definitely good. I will separate those out. Forgot that he did that. Troggods. Hello, hello. Alright, Jen, super annoying. Those there. Squire Argon. I think that's a key card. Hello, hello, how you doing? That's what I was forgetting. Of course. What is this called? Music. Epidemic sound, that's what I'm looking for. We don't want the stream to get shut down. There we are. I was so focused on the cards that I completely forgot to put some background music. What do we want to listen to? What's IDM? Guess we'll find out. Whoops. All right. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the volume too much. I'm still not sure if it's better to look at everything from OBS or from like YouTube Studio backend. I'll do both. Studio backend is good because you can kind of see the lag there. Alright. Elves. Ooh, Celestial Flame, those are good. Yellow. Guess that goes there. Why not? That's a great card. Oh no. Classless. Still no rares. Surprised. Really had no idea. I don't even know where this came from. That's a good one. Crushing cancels are great. That goes there. I feel like that should be better. Is it being able to heal somebody from anywhere? This character's medicine feat target a character in your discard pile. Oh no, it's being able to bring something back. Yeah, it's not often you get to bring something back from the discard pile. So I do think that's a pretty decent card. And it's only going to get better with more characters that have medicine. Especially more warlords, of course. I wonder how many of the base set warlords have medicine from 5th edition. Definitely wouldn't be able to say yet. I haven't played them all. I haven't seen them all. Some great cards there. Awesome. Wizards, clerics. You know, this was printed both as a spell, wizard spell, and a classless card. I don't know why. Formatting. Very hard to find shaman stuff. Rogues. Nice. Great card. Ooh, Winter's Chill. Excesses. Those are great cards. Those are from, yeah, Call to Arms. That's awesome. There aren't many things that give bonuses to DCs, so I think that's pretty decent too. Barbarian. Cleric items, or options rather. Feet from the front, that is movement. Holy Might, it's a great key card. Precision and Ricochet, those are great cards. Scent of Blood. Grolda. Not a rare. Frenzy, that's an awesome card. Dwarves. I think she became rare, so I'm going to separate her out. I don't know if she's in 5th edition. I remember seeing her. Black Sun Knights, those are always cool. Great William O'Connor art. Alright, we are almost done with this first box. Let's see. collection is semi-sorted, so it's decent. I've had collections that are, especially when they're backwards and upside down, it's terrible. Just like thrown into a box. Such a pain to sort. It just takes so much longer. This is another mercenary action. I'm sure there's some monsters that are non-mercenary, particularly for the freaks, but it's mainly a mercenary thing. Key cards. That is a tier card. Those are pretty good. 14 AC for level 1. Just don't play another level 1. Alright, mercenaries. Hello. Welcome, welcome. That was always a strange one. Riding and stealth on a level 2 character. Iron Duke, he's amazing. Goes into key cards. He's a beast. Ooh, Penetrate. Those are awesome. And Araran. Lycans. You go search for a bow, that's awesome. So those go there. That is from Betrayal again. Thank you to whoever sorted these. These are not that bad. Rebels range strike rolls receive +1 for each elemental and gargoyle in your army. I cast gargoyle only spells with level 5 cleric. Can't imagine he's done that very often. Oh, I just got 2 hit points. Hunting, those are amazing. Key cards there. That's great. Mark when it didn't have a trait, unique trait. That was amazing too. Movement. Fighter and wizard. Not very many wizard items here. Was there another high stock? Thought I had seen one more. No. Hello, hello, how you doing? So it's a strange one. No actual attack. Once per turn, before I melee check with +3. Deverines. Karak. Those are awesome. I think I have them in key cards though. Still not a single rare. That is wild. Especially, we're almost done with the box. Fix those piles. amazing. You never have enough temples. Children. Those are good. I feel like that's underappreciated. Target a spent or stunned adjacent character of 4th level or less. The target becomes ready, but may not perform attack until next turn. Basically free movement. Items. Ooh, these are pretty hard to find. I think I have them in key cards. Slayer's Curse. Hello, how you doing? Key cards. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing this Friday evening? Bullet. Those are annoying. Played against those as Gen Con as well. First time ever. Pike Wall. Not being able to have any bonuses to your roll is pretty difficult. A lot harder to hit than you'd expect. Ooh, Rafkins, those are awesome. Those are really hard to find too. I wonder if there's any elf versions. I think even I don't have enough of those. Ooh, those are good too. Ooh, Deathfog, awesome. What set is this? Dominance. Yeah, those are great cards from Dominance. Calbolite Tower. Hello, hello, how you doing? Limestone Gargoyle, that's great. Horror of Merrick. High stock stuff. More high stock stuff, there we go. Ooh. Real Death, those are awesome cards. The Wizard Mass Blessing. Shattered Lands, also a mercenary action, basically. We're almost done with the first box. Still no rares. Yeah, I've got 2 packs left, so a few more minutes with this first box. And then I think we'll jump into the second box. Yeah, we've got about 45 minutes left. Let's see, Rogues. Also, have to spend after. Oh, if they don't want the character, cool. Basquard's Children. This is also definitely a mercenary card. Punch Drunk. Ooh, Viper Strike. Those are good. Song of Triumph. Searstone. Surprised no one's broken that yet. Giving everybody stealth in your army is pretty interesting. Gloves of Mercy. But only if you have the skill for it, otherwise it's relatively useless. Ring of Fire Resistance. I'm going to put that there. I don't know if I have that anywhere special here. Move any character of equal or lower level in your army to the first rank. That character's scarred at the end turn. That's got to be strong. Should be there. And Potion of Blurring. Ooh, wait a second. Ring of Spell Turning. After this character is targeted by a spell from another army, spend the ring to get any one spell from your deck and add it to your hand, and then discard one card from your hand. Having to discard really sucks. Vulnerability Potion. Those are amazing. Here we've got some Classless and Rogue. 2 bags left. Wow, is it really that lagged? Maybe I'm just lagged. Okay. Alright, I'm on live now. Okay. Strange. I just was looking at the back end of the studio, and I saw me pulling up the box, which was a few minutes ago. I was like, wait a second. Doesn't seem right. Anyway, so we're almost done with this first box. Live and learn. That's all we can do, right? Hey everybody, how you doing? Ice stocks, those are great. If you love the meatball. Haven't found anything crazy in this collection, unfortunately. No rares, which is wild, but there's lots of good commons and uncommons. Let's go there. Some steeds. Ooh, Potion of Giant Strength. The Giant Strength bones are great. Hey, SW, how you doing? You haven't gotten your cards yet, right? I was wondering if anybody would have gotten their cards from last weekend. Voltor Charm. This is janky. Super janky. Black Moss. Amazing. Alright, this is the last one from that first box. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. Yeah, I figured. I think I got them out on Tuesday. I don't remember for sure. Yeah. They're on their way though. That's for sure. I did have a hiccup though because my printer died. So that was a frustrating situation. I had to run out and get things printed at Office Max, and that was not convenient. Not for the time, it's just also super expensive. Especially for color. Black and white was okay. It was, what, 70 cents for color and 22 cents per page in black and white. And they didn't even print it, my thank you page. They didn't print that correctly. So that was a hiccup. It is what it is. Oh, that's a key card, not a tier card. So welcome back. How's everyone doing this Friday evening? I'm just waking up, so I'm still half asleep. My schedules are all kinds of wonky. It's great for Paladin decks, Pit Fight. That had a huge heyday back with Jodin. Words of Woe, that should definitely be better. And that is it. This is going to get better with 4th edition. Or 5th edition, sorry. That's it. That's it for the first box. Hold on. Alright, so there were no rares. I'm genuinely surprised. I thought there were going to be rares. I had no idea. I don't know. I'll have to look into when I bought this and what was supposed to be included. But it could have been a couple years ago. I have no idea. Alright, so I'm going to move this out of the way, and then we're going to dig into the second box. Got a bunch of these Ziploc bags, which guess it's great for shipping. Hopefully, the next box will have some cooler things. Again, some great, I call them tier 4 cards and the key cards. But otherwise, nothing too crazy. I'm going to just add what I opened up from last week into their respective piles. That's a key card. Movement. And I'll get rid of everything. So what is everybody looking for today? Anything in particular? Key cards, movement. Does anybody actually pull their collection out? Has anyone pulled their collection out in the last few weeks? Sorted anything, actually gotten games in? I did. I have a friend that's pretty close by, and I got a couple games in with him before he had to go off to work. He's a driver. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I can't wait till the moment where cards are just everywhere in all of the LGSs, and that there are players in every LGS again. Hopefully we'll get there. Dwarves, freaks. Oh no, don't want cards falling around. And lastly, actions. Oh. Get those movement cards out first. And that is it. Fighter, rogue. Nimble fingers. I remember I've got a bunch of friends that lost games to that. Doing it to themselves. Rolling that one. You get too greedy. Key card there. Another great card. Range strikes are always good. And I think that is it. Yep. That is it from this collection. Alright. Let's move everything out of the way now and get into the second box. So that was all the movement. This is all the key cards, which are cards that basically slot into any deck of their archetype. Tier cards, the highly desirable commons and uncommons in particular. There. And then all the different factions. Devranians here. Dwarves. Frog. Freaks. Mercs. There's always a little bit more mercs than everything else, which is good. Elves. And yeah, the piles are getting just a little unwieldy. Worst when they start weaving into each other. favorite sounds there. I forgot, you don't really hear it with the playmat, so just feels like organization. And lastly, the fighter items. Alright. That's done, so let's get this other box. There we go. So, nothing too crazy about the damage there. 31 pounds. Hefty little box. It's definitely full. Knife. So it is 10 p.m. now. I'm supposed to go on to Whatnot in about 40 minutes. So we'll do a little bit of this, and then we'll crack the 5th edition pack and see what we get this time. You don't want to damage the pack, the box in there. Oh, I need to cut off the tip. This is dull. Dull and dangerous. Ooh, okay, I see what they did here. It's 3 long boxes put together. Maybe we can get through 1 long box. So we can do that. The most impressive package I ever saw like this, I think I got from the UK ones. I had like 12 boxes that were put together at one time, just taped together. Definitely a funky way to ship things. Right. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Too bad. Pretty cool. Now let's get into them. I guess we don't want to damage the box too much. We might as well just cut into it like that. First. It's always nice to get storage capacity when you buy cards. Sometimes people just send it like that previous collection, just in the cardboard box. It's obviously safer too. Ooh, that's nice. Starting off strong here. So, what did we get here? Foil Tursoth. Ooh, 2 of them. Wow. Foil Warlords are much harder to find than I think most people anticipate. Foils in general. There just aren't that many foils. That's nice. Great condition. Beautiful. Alrighty, so Foil Warlords. Now, is that all the rares in this collection? That would be bad. Better than last time, because there was nothing in the previous one. Mass Hallucination. This is great out of a, what's his name? Zartok. Because you could play more than one. And some promos. Yeah, these are the base set promos. Master of Karma, that's pretty good. Decent. Sucks when they're yellowed like that. Ravenwild, that was one of the really cool promos to get. And actually, yeah, I don't know what it is about Ravenwild. I'm gonna pull this out of here. Every single Ravenwild that I have ever seen that is not from the 10th anniversary set has a scratch here. Or it looks like a scratch. Yeah, I don't think I've ever checked to see if it was physically a scratch, but it's got just this white lines there on the axes. I've never seen one that didn't have it. See, look at that. That one has it too, and even worse. Never seen one that didn't have it. Never understood why. Alrighty. Oh, these are rares. Are these mixed in? Or are they all rares? Okay, no, they're not all rares. Alright, so we will not front load the rares. We'll leave those for later. I'll do a little bit. Let's do a small pile of rares. There we go. Alrighty, Count Damien. What do I got here? So I got promos, foils, rares. Count Damien, the Gauntlet, Count Adrian, Sorin is a Warlord, Cleave, Great Cleave. That is a tier card, so yeah, they're gonna have to resort a little bit here. So I think these are tier cards. We'll bring that down there. These are just rares. Valadin, Great Rare, Breastplate of Power. That is a tier card. That is an uncommon. Ooh, Sir Tython. Nice. Unsigned, too. Oh, it's a little bit damaged, but yeah, just a little bit. Like a dent. It's not even, it's a minor dent. Shadow Reaver. Oof. That has a dent as well. It sucks. Yeah, ouch. Stonefist. Ravenwild is top tier. Yeah, I love. Oh, you love a copy. Yeah, I love. Ravenwild is definitely up there. I used to love playing with her all the time. She was almost like an auto insert into my decks. These have some weird damage to them. I don't know what it is. Maybe humidity. Let's go out. Rares. Moon Fever. This is not a rare. Gris, nice. This is the same thing. Is that? Yeah, it has a weird texture. Another Shadow Reaver. Tier card. Warlord, oh, that's damaged. Great Cleave. Got another Warlord. Ah, see. Like, to me this looks like oil damage. I don't know what that is, but that's just strange. I've seen a few cards like that in the past. So you can see the coloring is different. Just really dark, and you can feel it feels hard. Strange. Key cards. Let's see. Alright, so pretty sure that's damage that can go out. Start. Oh man, they're all mixed up. That is the worst. So what I did with that was, I think, no, elves were up here earlier, so we'll do that. Move that, move that. Avalon Stance, that is a tier card. Oh man, there are cards all over the place here. Movement. Dwarves. Dwarves. Yeah, you gotta do one side at a time. Otherwise you're spending all your time going back and forth. Movement. So we are out of the rares. I hope there's more rares. Yeah. This is almost the worst kind of sorting. I guess the worst kind of sorting is no sorting, but yeah. Did I have it? No, that should be there, I think. long as things aren't backwards and upside down. Thrown into a box is the worst. Key card. Redeemer. That is a, yeah, I'm going mixed up here. That goes there, that's a key card. This is movement. Movement. That is a key card. There you go. Alright. I'm getting there. Good. Okay, so there are more rares. Alright, we will not front load them. Oh boy. Yeah. No. Goes there. Keep wanting to put it there, so we're going to move it. Oh, I see some foils. Okay, so it's all mixed up. Movement. Key card. There. So what are you up to? I think somebody said last week that they were painting at the same time as watching me, which is great. I haven't painted minis in years. That is a rare. Oh wow! Look at that! Holy balls! Map of the back alleys. In the middle of nowhere. That is on the low end, a $70 card. On the high end, $100, $120, and it's in perfect condition. Wow. There we go. First find of the day. Glad we found something decent here. Those are really hard to find. And Giant Bat, that's also an amazing movement card people have been raving about recently. Gothak, alright. Another Warlord here, and this is a promo, so that goes here. I don't know. I guess we'll put you up here. Yeah, Frank. I think I have maybe 2 playsets. I've got like a personal set, and then I have a set that I'll have in my sale, but I think that's about it. They are very hard to find. They're not the hardest to find, but they're out there. How you doing, Frank? Livernsting Bow. So, rare portable hoe. Alright, wow. Oh, wow, foil portable hoe. That's amazing. That goes up there then. Ooh, foil more. Wow. Whoa. Foil Adalia. That's going to get a lot better again with Alliance. Another foil portable hole and a Savrak foil. So, ooh, I got stuff going all over the place. Where can I put this? I'm out of spaces. We're going to put you up here. And then we will compare the 2 different portable holes. So hard to say. Everyone basically used to say portable hoe, which is not very nice, but yeah. So this is from Black Knives, and this is from Assassin Strike. These are the famously obnoxious all foil, and then for Black Knives, for whatever reason, they removed the foiling from the art, which I think is a shame, because I think that should be where the foiling, that's where the foiling should be. And they're still obnoxious to read. It is a little different in foiling, though. But yeah, cool. Well, thanks for lurking, Frank. Foil Daily, that's great. Going to the tiers here. Rares, see that? You can see the discoloring there. I don't know what causes that, but I think it's oil. I've seen that before. It's a shame. Oh boy, I'm all mixed up with commons and uncommons again. Alright, we got some heat in there, that was nice. I had no idea what was in this collection. Hey Daniel, how you doing? I doubt if you remember me, but you taught me the game at Gen Con and gave me some cards. Awesome, yeah, I taught a lot of people at Gen Con. I'm good with pictures, I'm terrible with names. Yeah, I spent I spent a day and a half teaching, which ended up being like 16 or 18 hours. It was so much fun. It was definitely one of the highlights of the convention. It was awesome to see how excited everybody was. Key card there. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm super excited. Everybody was excited about the cards, the new cards. So yeah, we got about 30 minutes left. So I'm gonna try and finish this one box that I'm sorting, and then I have a pack of the new stuff to open. Yeah, so it was an awesome experience. I will definitely be doing that again if I'm ever able to go to Gen Con again, which hopefully I am. Drafting and teaching, those were definitely the two best experiences at Gen Con, and obviously the people and everything, but yeah, drafting was just such a different experience with Warlord. So much fun. Oh, Inheritance, that's a great card here. Killing Strike. Yeah, this has definitely got a lot more interesting cards in it than the previous collection. Let's see, movement. Figured I'm going to be sorting all of these cards and getting into the collections as, like, I have to get through it anyway, so hopefully somebody finds it interesting. And it's cool when you find some treasures. I mentioned in my previous stream last week that I think the best thing I've found so far that I did not expect to find at all was a, what am I doing here? Was a, oh, what are they called? Cohorts. I found a cohort once, and that was amazing. Cohorts are 1 of 7 only. Ooh, more portable hose. Yeah, these are interesting when a collection has rares just randomly strewn in. You have to pay a lot more attention, that's for sure. For Daniel, did you end up buying any extra cards? Have you bought anything? There's some stuff that comes up here and there on eBay. I will be having the 5th edition cards at some point on eBay as a pre-order. I've just been waiting for confirmation, as everybody, from Kingswood, because I think the limit, the official limit for eBay pre-orders is supposed to be like 8 weeks, I think, or something like that. So I don't want to list it too early, otherwise we risk bumping up into that limit. I don't have any issues with my buyers. Wizards, there we go. Some more promos. Nice, yeah, these are the base set promos. Those go here. Oh boy. Movement. Yeah. When it's all mixed up like this, it's somebody that just opened up a bunch of packs, just threw everything into a box. Pulled out the cards they needed for their decks, and then forgot about it. It is a shame. But hopefully we get cards into people's hands. I back a good bit on the Kickstarter. Nothing else except printing out cards. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of us are obviously excited and waiting. We're all super excited and waiting for news. It'll get here. Sooner than later. Before we know it. Time flies. That goes there. This is a promo. Yeah, I definitely overextended myself on the backing. But it's only like, what, once a lifetime that Warlord is going to be launched on Kickstarter. Hopefully it doesn't have to ever be launched again. And they have specifically mentioned that they will not be doing Kickstarter for their next sets. So hopefully that works out. Alright, Rogue. Nice. More portable holes. Nice. Ooh, Tome of Shadows. Those are good. Gen Con, I recognize you from watching you earlier. Okay, cool. Yes. They're not less now, they're just organized differently. There's a whole bunch of stack of them over there as well. So, they will only go down in number once I launch my new sale, which I have been talking about for years now, which is just nuts. I've always felt like it would be faster than that, but everything takes longer than you expect. Which is why I'm also so understanding with Kingswood, because I know how hard it is to do things as a small team or on your own, for the most part. And yeah, I hold no animosity, because I know how hard it is. So anyway, so the point is that, yeah, these boxes will not go down in quantity until that sale, because there's just too many of them. And the only way that I'm going to get rid of a significant amount of them is once that sale launches. And if you weren't around, that sale was basically me doing, these are, I don't know, what are these? These are probably 800 count boxes. So I had 500 count boxes. Oh, there we go. Look at that foil. Strange. Definitely damaged, or just poorly printed. Anyway, yeah, so I had about 500 count boxes, and I sold those for about 150 bucks on the low end of different factions. And what I called them was collection restarters. So what I had done is I tried seeing if anyone was interested in buying my collection around 2020, and no one was able to or willing to offer a satisfactory amount for it, because I knew that it was worth a lot. This is going to be hard to do. I'm not great at doing two things at the same time. And yeah, so I figured, basically the logic was, at that time, a booster box, which is 48 packs, 11 cards each, was running for about $150, $200 on eBay. They're obviously a lot more expensive now. And that ends up being, what, like 491 cards? Something like that? Doing quick math there. And I figured, I was like, well, if you buy a booster box, you're only getting cards from one set, and you're getting a bunch of random cards. So you don't necessarily get cards that you want, even just from that set. And so, I was like, well, I can do something better than that, offer it at about the same price point, and you get cards that you actually want, which was basically, I know that in Warlord the beauty is that we are, it's like Magic, I guess, we are very faction aligned and class aligned. And so what I did is I just offered boxes that were of a faction and a class. And that's all you could basically choose on the front-facing Warlord, which kind of gave people an idea of what was the cards that were in the box. And each box had about 525 cards, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I did that, and it worked out great. And I thought I was done with Warlord, because I ended up keeping, so at that point I kept a kind of like a forever collection. I had like 100 and something thousand, 115, 120,000 cards, which is wild. But it was my childhood collection. And yeah, I was like, I definitely don't need this many cards at all. No one needs this many cards, especially somebody who doesn't play every day, or sell singles. And I don't like the idea of selling singles. Many people know this now. Is that because selling singles means that you end up really just selling the good cards, and that ends up with you with just a giant pile of bulk, or not so great cards, or cards that people just don't know. And that's the other problem, is that if somebody's just getting into the game, they don't know what the cards are, so they can't just go out and buy a deck's worth of cards. Like, I know that some people net deck things, but otherwise it's not that easy to just start a new game. And so anyway, I figured that was a great way to help people get into the game, and I think that I'll be doing something very similar this time. The biggest complaint that I had last time was just the pricing. And not that the pricing was bad, but that if you were a new player and wanted to jump into the game and wanted to try all the factions, you'd have to spend, I think it was like $900, which is obviously a big ask, which I recognize. And so new players were hoping for something smaller. And so that is what I'm running with. Hopefully something smaller. at a lower price point, but with the similar concept to not doing singles and doing something that helps people really get a variety of cards, which is the goal. I definitely don't need this many cards. Anyway, so that is my TED Talk. Thanks for listening. Yeah, when is it going to be done? I don't know when it's going to be done. I have been trying to get rid of pending things off of my forever to-do list. And I am making progress, but unfortunately not enough, so I need to go faster. This is a good way to force myself to jump back into it, because I'm talking about Warlord, you guys are seeing Warlord. Playing with Warlord, it's nice to, be just like going to Gen Con. It was awesome to be able to play, throw dice and play some cards with people. So much fun. And so yeah, I guess that's part of the fun, is jumping back into it. And obviously it's always nice to find good cards. And that is the beauty of finding random lots. The unfortunate part of random lots is like that first lot, there was not a single rare in the lot, and I don't remember that being a thing. I don't know. You never really know when you buy a lot, but I don't remember buying a lot that said specifically no rares. Anyway, so that is actually the other advantage versus what I did last time, was that it was guaranteed value. When you're buying something on eBay, you just never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you get lucky, like I did here with a couple of cards here. Yeah, some great cards. Wow. Some foil cards. Call to Arms Warlords. Those are awesome and super hard to find. Yeah, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Plans to stay casual. My days of playing competitive is over. I will just build a few decks to play with friends. Yeah, I am definitely not a competitive player. At least not a competitive tier player. Obviously, everyone's got a little bit of competitiveness in them because we all want to win. It's fun when you can pull some janky thing off and win. But yeah, it's a lot of work. You got to spend a lot of time reading cards, learning cards, knowing what to do at the perfect time, on top of obviously good luck. But evidently in Warlord, there are certain players that are top tier players. And so, yeah, I'm sure that any of us could be those players if we wanted to be those players, but it just requires a level of dedication that I'm definitely not capable of doing. As much as I enjoy Warlord, I cannot spend every day playing Warlord. At least not forever. There are times I can go all in, like right now. It's nice. It's very luxurious to be able to do that. I know a lot of people can't. I appreciate that. I'm glad that I don't, it's one of the advantages of not having kids yet. But, yeah. Definitely still not something that I could do all the time. That is a rare key card. Alright, so I'm going to try and speed it up here, because it is 10:25. Yeah, I think we're doing good too, still. Welcome everyone. Let's see, key cards. Yeah, this is the worst of sorting. Again, it could only be worse if you didn't have cards to sort, or I'm just saying that because I want to be appreciative, of course. But yeah, when they're upside down and backwards, that is the worst. But this is slow. Slow moving. It's nice when you can just drop piles of stuff. That is a Devranian. If anyone has any opinions on what times and days are best, that would be good to know. These are awesome. Paladin stuff, those are relatively hard to find. Another Warlord, that's awesome. I love him. It's a really cool Warlord. Ooh. So that was funny. This set, Call to Arms, for whatever reason, has this, I think there might be one other set, but this one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that off well. But it has print lines that are right in the middle. There's a bunch of cards like that. That's pretty cool. Misprints. Minor misprints. Some people would consider it damage, but I think they're cool. There we go. Those are my two first Warlords. Sir Robert, that was my first deck ever from Saga, and Duchess from Assassin's Strike. Very cool. Love them. Uriel, great Warlord. Quest Beast. Whoa, whoa, look at that. Signature. That's cool. Very nice. Super random. Finding all kinds of random things here. I'll leave that over there. Great Cleave, that goes there. Master Annandale bar fight. That was really good way back when. It's a shame it's not that good anymore. Uthanac. So we're going into the rares. Hopefully there's more rares in the other boxes. Gotta keep the excitement even, right? Ooh. Oh, that's the wrong place. Shadow Reaver, and that is not... Oh, it's a little bit warped, but it's not straight damage like the other one was. Rares. More rares. Alright, and these are upside down. Yeah, the beauty of casual playing is that you can print out proxies and test things out before having to bother paying for any cards, which is nice as well. It is nice to have real cards, though. No hate. I have proxies. I play with proxies as well. As I mentioned many times in the past, I have a proxy library. I just keep one playset of cards that I use often, like Meet at the Inn, and then I just switch those out if I ever really need to have a full real deck. But otherwise, yeah, just play with proxies. Kitchen table, doesn't matter. It's weird. I wonder if that's damage, or if that's some like misprint, where the foiling just comes up like that. Assassin's Strike, the second one that we got like that. Strange warping. Zools. Derek. Uriel. Nice. So I'm just throwing, there's just a pile of rares here. I saw Shadow. Let's not go there. Tizzy. Yeah, if anyone has any ideas of what days and times, that's very damaged. Whoa. What days and times would be best to stream? Please let me know. I'm going to be testing it out. I'm thinking I'm going to try and do at least Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings to trial it out for a few weeks. We'll see how that goes. I have tons and tons of stuff to crack because I am very behind. So, yeah. So this is a win-win. And it'll be a way to allow people to buy singles, because it's not something that I generally like to do. Great Axe, that goes into, I think that's a key card. Dark-Hide Armor, that's a good armor. Oof. That goes there. Crush. I believe that goes there. Bloodthirsty, that is a great card. Crush. All mixed up. Alright, so we only have a small stack left. A long time. Doing well. I did do everything. Okay. Felt like I had forgotten something. It's easy to forget that. You've got piles and piles of cards everywhere. It was nice doing Whatnot and having random people showing up that have never played Warlord before. Hopefully, that'll be a great way to, Have a good night, Daniel. Thanks for joining, and I will try and do this more often and hopefully have cooler cards coming up. And Frank says, I hate that most of the cards I'm looking for are going to be some of the more expensive things. Yeah, I know. For those of us that have been around for a really long time and never really sold our entire collections, there are not a whole lot of cards that we're looking for. And, And in general, I mean, what most of us are going to be wanting, obviously, are going to be the new cards. Hey, Ed, how you doing, Styre? Man, I have several shipping boxes of cards to sort from the first 5-ish years of the game, but I'm hesitant to sort it until I know I can get a Warlord community here in LA. Yeah. Yeah, I know, I recognized your screen name immediately. Thanks for joining. I guess you don't want to waste the time on it? You're worried about, as in if you don't have a community, then you'll just sell the collection. Sorting it is great no matter what. And I'm sure a community is going to pop up. I think Warlord is going to be very popular again, especially from the reaction that I got at Gen Con. It was really electric to see how much people really enjoyed the game. And how many people were anticipating the Kickstarter. And I have seen lots of messages online of people saying that they had missed out on the Kickstarter and were interested in grabbing stuff either as a pre-order or once the Kickstarter actually shipped. Frank, I've been building over time. Original collection was destroyed after flooding. Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of people really don't understand, and this is one of the things that, obviously, low-key, as the kids say nowadays, that worries me greatly about having so many Warlord cards, is that so many Warlord cards have been lost to time. Destroyed from, especially here that I'm in Florida. So, I had a mosquito there that I had to remove earlier. But yeah, hurricanes are a thing here, and so flood damage is a big problem. You know, knock on wood. Hopefully won't have any problems with that anytime soon, but yeah, I need to finish this sooner than later for a massive number of reasons. But I'm excited. I'm excited to get cards out into people's hands. That's kind of the whole point. I do not need all of these cards. I do not want to have all these cards forever. I have my own forever collection. The only thing that I would probably keep from a collection, if I were to find something really cool, would, again, either be some of the really, really high-end cards, which, you know, anybody would want to keep, and that's like Medusan Lord level stuff. Like, if I find another cohort, that would be amazing. I don't think I'd sell that very easily. And then signature cards. You know, signature cards are pretty cool, but even those, you know, that's not specifically, it's cool, but it's not something that I have to have in my collection. It's something that I find randomly, and those are cool little treasures that pop up now and again. And it's annoying because obviously you don't really find them outright. You have to really pay attention. Alright, last little pile of that first box. So we got 2 more boxes, and I'll do those tomorrow night then. So if anyone is available tomorrow night, I'm thinking the same timing. So I've been trying to do 8:30ish because that allows people on the East Coast to still be, you know, relatively awake, and people on the West Coast, like Ed there, for it to not be too early. So yeah, if anyone has any timing suggestions, please let me know. But that's my thinking, is to try and do things between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, so I will have 2 more boxes to do tomorrow. Trying to do, again, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That is a promo, that is a rare. There we go. Ooh, that is one of the really strange Warlords. Another one. So somebody really cracked into Call to Arms in this collection. Strength, that's a great card. Diamond Gargoyle. Fnac. And I think, oh, there's some foils. Alright, so there's still some stuff in here. As the kids say, there's still some heat. We'll get there. I think I have, yeah. We could run a giveaway. It's a shame there aren't more people around, but man, I was just going to say there's 4 of us. We could run a giveaway. Unfortunately not, there's 3 of you, but we can do that. I guess you guys can name 1 through 3 in order, and I'll throw a die, and if it's, you know, I'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Send you guys something, if you want. Let's see, movement. So you have to type in 1, and then 2, and then 3, and that's the number that you get assigned in order. Oh, I need a 1 first. There we go. All right, 1. Now I just need a 2 and a 3. Not from you. From different people. I need the other people on here. There's 5 people on here, so there we go. So I need at least 3. I need 2 and 3 from other people so that I'll roll a giveaway for somebody here. Ooh, wow, foil. Thanks, Frank. I needed 3 from somebody. Alright, so in order 1, 2, or 3. Let's see who gets it. 2. Alrighty. That is you, Frank. What would you like? Random Warlord or Gen Con promo? Did you make it to Gen Con, Frank? That's tier 1 there. Another foil. Oh, wow. Look at that. Foil loyalties reward. That's awesome. Alright, yeah, I'm cheating now. Wyvern Steed. Ooh, that is a damaged, unfortunately, foil Uthanac. And that gauntlet as well. So do you want the Gen Con promo, a Hazak of Shadow, or do you want a Random Warlord? If you want a Random Warlord, let me know a number between 1 and 29, and I'll draw a Warlord for you. Nice. Alright. So now we're going to do the Gen Con pack. I have not opened these. Again, the coalition was bad. Random Warlord, 18. Alright. Let's see. So I shuffled them at the very beginning. But I'll cut it again just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, there we go. A Jalik. Mercenary Shaman. There's only one of every Warlord in here. And it is order once per turn, spend Jalik, or stun another one of your Shamans in this rank, just like to rank up to 3 ranks away. Until the end of the turn, characters become stunned immediately after moving out of the selected rank. There are going to be much more Shamans in the 5th edition, so I think that will actually not be a bad Warlord at all, especially in Alliance. There you go. I should have your address, but if I don't, please email me your address, warlordcardgamer@gmail.com. So, this is a Gen Con pack. This is how we got them to draft, unfortunately, because the coalition was bad, so they had to basically open every single booster pack and then reshuffle them manually. So every pack is supposed to have 10 commons, 3 uncommons, a rare, and then that last 15th card is supposed to be a random card between a rare extended art, or rather, no, any extended art, a card, a foil card, or an extended art foil card. And basically, out of every 4 packs, you should get 1 extended art, 2 foils normal, and then 1 extended art foil. So, you would get 1 token. So there you go, animal token. Got a quick shielding. See if that's... yeah, of course, that's great, Frank. Yeah, quick shielding, great card. Blast. Glimmer. Hopefully I fixed there was an issue last week on Sunday where the background was all super blurry because my iPhone kept trying to do not FaceTime, what's it called? Portrait mode, which basically blurs all the background. So that was really bad. It seems to be a lot better today. Anyway, so we've got Glimmer here. Cumbersome Helm. This is definitely just draft chaff, +1 AC, just a helm. Eager Blade, this is actually really good. So one of the new things that you can do in 5th edition is, what's it called, Advantage. And so you roll 2 dice and use the better result. So that is very good. Albrecht Novice. Flame Jester, level 1, that is reserved, may not start in play. It's a great way to teach people some of the keywords. Valdemar, which is from 4th edition, reprint there. Bear Legion Recruit. Art by Ray Greaves, which is a player. Still around, pretty cool. Death React, your target fighter moves forward 1 rank. That is really strong. For Blitz especially. Skyborn Initiate. Ward. May not be targeted by opposing non-strike actions. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Level 2 wizard there with 4 skills. Vibranium. These are really cool. So there's I don't know what you would call that, but there's basically one for every class. Prime positioning. So it's a roll order, and depending on what you roll is what happens. So 1 through 9, move forward 1 rank. 10 through 19, this character gains +5 attack this turn, move forward 1 rank. And then if you roll 20, this character gains +5 attack this turn, move forward 1 rank, perform +15 melee strike. That is amazing. It's tactics as well. Ooh, there's that funky art Tide Turner. I think that is a great name for the card. They ran what was it called? It wasn't a tournament, it was a thing where everybody could suggest names for the card, and I think they did well with finding that name. So it's order, you may spend this character for a +3 melee strike. If the strike hits, move the target backward 1 rank, or 2 ranks if you spent this character. That's great. Free melee strikes are always awesome. This is the third uncommon. Green Flower Warden. Level 2 Nothrog Votar Shaman. Green Flower Warden gains +1 level for casting spells. That's actually really good out of a level 2. Just look at Cal Blackburn. Limited order, discard a card from your hand or the top of your deck. That's super janky. Rare, character Elf Summoner. Limited to react. Before a character you control dies, put a character into play. You may reduce the character's rank by 1. Cool. And last card is a foil dress. Level 1 Dwarf Canter. Cool. Alright, so those are the foils, in case any of you have not seen it yet. I know I showed them off last week. But yeah, foiling is just on the border. There's supposed to be some foiling in the art, but they let me know that the foiling in the art is very difficult to do because people have to manually select what it is they want to get foiled. So yeah. I don't know if they're going to change it. I don't think they're going to change it for this first set. Hopefully at some point they will, because the best foils in Warlord are definitely the Epic Edition foils, in my opinion. These are beautiful though, people really did like them. There you go. So that is it on YouTube for today. If you do not have I don't have this open, give me 1 second. If you don't have Whatnot and you want to join, you get $15 if you use my code and join, and you can spend that on anything, including cards for Warlord. Where is this? Here. So you can sign up with this link. And my Whatnot stream link is this one. So if you want to join, I'm not sure what I'll be listing, but I'll list some of the stuff that we got today. Thanks for watching, and yeah, if you have any suggestions for times, please message me, let me know. I will be trying to do this again tomorrow night at around 8:30 again, Eastern. See you on Whatnot. Take care, everybody.